Vice President Kamala Harris is facing accusations from anonymous and current and former aides who told Politico that the VP and her chief of staff, Tina Flournoy, are running a hostile, dysfunctional working environment. There were leaked stories from staffers during her presidential campaign as well. I mean, wow. They should try to come work on The View. They want to talk about how stuff gets out there. I mean, it's,
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like,
one other topic I wanted to talk to you about, but let me just quickly put a button.
Okay.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
Now, who sent you, nigga?
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border.
Sit by myself.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
Shut the fuck up. No! Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making. I'm not.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me. So, Charlamagne got his own show. I think it's called The God's Honest Truth. Funny. That's so funny. Charlamagne is a fucking liar, and I think he's somewhat suspect. He's that guy. Anyway, so Kamala Harris was on his show the other day, and he asked her a question, and I guess it touched the heartstring because the angry color person come out of the motherfucker, and she want to get a fucking attitude and shit.
Manchin, no. I want to know who's the real president of this country. Is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin?
It's sorry, I interrupted. I don't think the vice president can hear you. It's Simone. I'm so sorry, Charlie. We have to wrap.
She can hear me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
So I'm sorry. We got to wrap.
Oh.
So I'm sorry to interrupt.
They're acting like they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, so who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden, and don't start talking like a Republican.
I have it all. I'm the one that you love to hate.
About asking whether or not he's president.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden.
Sit by myself.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
And I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris.
I am the king.
And the reality is, because we are in office, we do the things like look, I don't like Kamala Harris. Everybody knows that. I do not like her. I'm just really using this video just to point out how she is as a person.
I just hate the fact that this is coming from inside our vice president's house, right? You have current aides and former aides talking like this, talking like this. I think that this has a lot to do with, yes, this is just politics, but this also has a lot to do with the fact that she's a woman of color, and a woman, because we know that things that are acceptable from men are not acceptable from women.
See, it's easy to spot somebody who has an attitude problem because they blow up at the drop of a hat. This man asks her a question and she turns evil.
And it's Joe Biden.
And goes crazy because that's her natural reaction to things. She is not a leader. You know, I'm tired of all these fake ass people getting put in positions of power, because once you do that, we end up seeing how weak they are. And there's a difference between a leader. There's a difference between a leader and a coward. You get me? It's a lot of cowards in positions of power, but people bought their way into this position. So when shit hits the fan, they start getting paranoid. They start acting crazy. They start coming out of themselves. Their facade drops and then their true color comes out.
See, so Maya Angelou told us years ago, she said, listen to people when they tell you who they are the first time. If you don't mind letting me finish, we can then have a conversation, okay?
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Okay?
Please.
Okay. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I'm
speaking.
I will punish you.
Yep.
Harris was not supposed to be president. She was not supposed to be nowhere near the goddamn White House. But because she was a so-called woman of color.
Woman of color and black woman to be a woman of color.
Politics is not for the weak of heart. Working for the Vice President of the United States of America is not for the weak of heart. Whoever is running to Politico like a little bitch because they have a problem is just doing themselves a disservice. And ultimately, I don't understand staff who don't protect their principal. It's in your best interest for her to look good. And by the way, she is the first woman of color.
And let me clarify that real quick. Color woman. Okay, that's basically what you're saying. You feel me? Just because you switched the words around, went from color person to person of color, it's the same goddamn thing. They basically calling you different. They're doing it to your goddamn face, and y'all so stupid that you go along with it. Yeah, I'm a person of color. Yeah, I'm a color person. And y'all do that shit. Look, Kamala Harris not even black, so I don't like her at all. She should not have been president. She should not have been nowhere near the White House, vice president, anything like that, because she doesn't deserve any of that, man. And we need to get out of that mind frame of just putting people in positions. I just dropped this video about the fucking island boys and shit like that. Y'all just took some little dumbass kids and y'all gave them money, and look at what they did with it. Kamala Harris is the same thing as those little island boys. She should not have been there. She needs to go back and continue getting more experience.
These are these moments where I really wish that I had taken more psychology classes.
Maybe learning how not to lie and not to laugh like a little cackling ass hen all the goddamn time.
I don't.
You get what I'm saying? She does not need to be there, but she is. And this is what happens. You get me? It's like the Titanic, man. I tell y'all about the Titanic all the time, man. Look, captains go down with the ship. Fake ass people throw everybody under the bus, man.
That nigga gay.
You get me? Kamala Harris is not a captain. She is not a leader. So when shit hits the fan, she throwing everybody up under the bus. She already got staffs about to leave her ass. You get what I'm saying? And that's because she's an asshole. She is not a leader.
Any man who
woman of color
must say, I am the king, is no true king.
You get me? Anyway, bye.